15 most protected places on Earth. In a world filled with mysteries and hidden wonders, some places are so heavily guarded that they're like fortresses of secrets. These are the places where the world's most precious treasures are stashed away. Governments conduct their most secretive operations, and nature's untouched beauty is preserved like a precious gem. From underground vaults holding unimaginable riches to remote islands shrouded in mystery, here are the top 15 most protected places on Earth. Welcome to Beyond Ordinary Visions, where we uncover the remarkable stories behind innovation and inspiration. Subscribe to our channel for a journey through history's extraordinary tapestry, delving into the minds of visionaries who have shaped the world. Get ready to be inspired and amazed as we unveil the extraordinary. Click the button below. Now let's start. Number 15. CocaCola Vault. The Coca-Cola Company, a global icon of success and innovation, is renowned for its meticulous efforts to safeguard the secret recipe that underpins its unrivaled popularity. While many assume the key to its allure lies in a simple concoction of sugar and chemicals, the truth is far more intriguing. Countless rivals have attempted to replicate the formula only to face repeated failure. Why? Because the true recipe, which imparts to a glass of Coca-Cola the uncanny ability to strip rust from metal or dissolve stains, remains a closely guarded secret. To ensure this formula never falls into the hands of competitors, Coca-Cola has taken extraordinary measures. The recipe is stored in a vault so well hidden and protected that few even know of its existence. Located within Atlanta's World of Coca-Cola Museum, this vault has become a thing of legend, with the myth persisting that only 2 individuals have ever beheld the secret formula. It's a tale reminiscent of the sword in the stone, where the true alchemy lies not in the ingredients themselves, but in the mystique surrounding them. Comparatively, KFC's secret blend of 13 herbs and spices seems almost pedestrian. Coca-Cola's recipe is the cornerstone of its success, a blend so unique and closely protected that it has become synonymous with the brand itself. While KFC may tantalize us with a hint at its secret, Coca-Cola remains resolute in its silence, with only the result a beverage that has captivated taste buds worldwide, offering any clue to its elusive recipe. Number 14. Svalbard Seed Bank. The realm of agriculture is shaped by a handful of carefully selected cultivars, each chosen for its advantageous traits. Take, for instance, the once prevalent Gros Michel banana cultivar, which fell victim to the devastating Panama disease around 1950, leading to its near extinction. In its place emerged the Cavendish cultivar, lauded for its resilience but lacking the rich flavor of its predecessor. This practice of favoring a limited number of strains for their yield potential, while economically sound, poses a grave risk. The widespread adoption of genetically identical plants renders entire crops vulnerable to diseases that exploit their uniform genetic makeup. The specter of mutated fungi wiping out global corn, wheat, or rice crops within months is a looming threat. To mitigate this risk and safeguard genetic diversity, international institutions have established gene banks, with the Svalbard Seed Vault serving as a crucial bastion of security for agricultural biodiversity. Located within a purpose-built vault deep within a mountain on the remote Svalbard archipelago in Norway, the Svalbard Seed Vault is a testament to human ingenuity and foresight. Owned by the Norwegian government, this facility operates as a genetic safety deposit box of sorts. Here, depositors retain ownership of their contents, ensuring that the seeds are not only secure, but also accessible for future generations. With the capacity to store an impressive 42 million seed samples, the Svalbard Seed Vault can safeguard approximately 3 samples of the 1.5 million distinct crops known to exist. The vault's remote location and its placement about 500 feet into the bedrock ensure its resilience. Even in the event of a complete power failure, the temperature within the sandstone bedrock remains stable for weeks, hovering around 3 degrees C. Number 13. Area 51. Area 51 stands as one of the world's most intriguing mysteries, shrouded in secrecy and speculation. Officially, it is a classified U.S. Air Force facility located in the Nevada desert, just outside Las Vegas. Initially utilized by the CIA for the development and testing of the U-2 reconnaissance plane, it gained notoriety for reasons far more mysterious. In 1989, Bob Lazar, a former employee, claimed to have worked at Area 51 on a project involving the reverse engineering of a downed alien spacecraft. This revelation catapulted Area 51 into the realm of conspiracy theories and urban legends, sparking endless speculation about what truly occurs within its heavily guarded confines. Security measures at Area 51 are notoriously stringent. The entire area is encompassed by a no-fly zone, with armed guards patrolling the ground and motion sensors covering areas beyond their reach. Employees are prohibited from driving to the facility. Instead, they are transported via private jets operated by a clandestine airline known as Janet Airlines, coordinated by air traffic control. Despite its documented existence dating back to 1955, the CIA did not officially acknowledge Area 51 until 2013, fueling further speculation about the nature of its activities. This lack of transparency only adds to the allure and mystery surrounding the site. The fascination with Area 51 reached a peak in 2019 when a group of 150 individuals planned to Naruto run past security in an attempt to free the aliens they believed were being held captive. This event, while seemingly humorous, underscores the deep-seated curiosity and intrigue that surround this enigmatic facility. While some dismiss the alien-related theories as mere distractions, others believe that the truth behind Area 51's operations could be far more profound and potentially world-changing. Number 12. Fort Knox. Fort Knox, synonymous with impenetrable security, is a phrase that evokes images of a fortress so formidable that attempting to breach it seems ludicrous. While the idea of stealing the president's curtains from Fort Knox may be a whimsical exaggeration, it underscores the perception of Fort Knox as a highly secure facility. This iconic location houses approximately half of the United States' gold reserves, making security paramount. Since 1975, audits of the compartments at the Bullion Depository have been conducted, showcasing the rigorous security measures in place. Surrounded by a steel fence and constructed from concrete-lined granite reinforced with steel, Fort Knox exudes an aura of invincibility. The facility is equipped with state-of-the-art protective devices, the specifics of which remain classified. Speculation suggests the presence of landmines, electric fences, and machine guns triggered by lasers, lending an air of intrigue similar to a scene from a Mission Impossible movie. Despite the allure of its mysteries, no one has ever successfully breached Fort Knox's security to access the gold bullion within. The combination of physical barriers, advanced security technology, and vigilant guards make any attempt at unauthorized entry an exercise in futility. Number 11. Pine Gap, Australia. Located approximately 11 miles southwest of Alice Springs in the Northern Territory, Pine Gap serves as a crucial satellite surveillance base and Earth station jointly operated by Australia and the United States. Originally known as the Joint Defense Space Research Facility and officially named the Joint Defense Facility Pine Gap in 1988, it holds immense strategic importance. Strategically situated, Pine Gap controls U.S. spy satellites that monitor about one-third of the Earth's surface. Its remote location in central Australia makes it inaccessible to spy ships in international waters, ensuring its operations remain covert and secure. Beyond its geopolitical significance, Pine Gap plays a vital economic role in the local community. It operates under the auspices of the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, the U.S. National Security Agency, NSA, and the U.S. National Reconnaissance Office, NRO, highlighting its critical role in intelligence operations. Pine Gap's operations encompass programs like Echelon, a global surveillance network. Internally, the NRO designates Pine Gap as the Australian Mission Ground Station, while the NSA refers to its role there under the unclassified cover term Rainfall. The base features a significant computer complex protected by 38 radomes covering radio dishes. With a workforce of over 800 employees overseen by a senior CIA officer, Pine Gap is undoubtedly a hub of activity and secrecy. Number 10, Max Security Slammer. Imagine a place where the concept of freedom is reduced to a mere whisper, where every aspect of life is meticulously controlled. This is the reality for inmates at ADX Florence, the United States' only supermax security prison nestled in Fremont County, Colorado. Opened in 1994, ADX Florence is the epitome of maximum security, with a capacity limited to a mere 490 inmates, designed for the most high-profile and dangerous prisoners in the world. ADX Florence houses individuals like Ted Kaczynski, the notorious Unabomber, and Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, the perpetrator of the Boston Marathon bombing. Security measures at ADX Florence are beyond stringent, with inmates spending the majority of their time locked in their cells. In fact, for the first 3 years of confinement, prisoners have no contact with other inmates, a stark isolation that is only eased based on their behavior. The limited outside time inmates can earn is far from what one might imagine. The so-called concrete pit is a small, heavily guarded courtyard where the sky is visible through a narrow opening in the ceiling. But contact with the outside world is almost non-existent. The cells themselves are stark and claustrophobic, measuring a mere 7 feet by 12 feet, with minimal furnishings made of poured concrete to prevent harm to oneself or others. Every aspect of life at ADX Florence is tightly controlled, from the flushing mechanism of the toilets to the timing of the showers. Every detail is meticulously managed. The cells are monitored by officers 24/7, with motion sensors, cameras, and remote-controlled steel doors ensuring absolute security. Even the perimeter of the prison is fortified, with laser beams and attack dogs ready to thwart any escape attempt. In this environment, the notion of freedom is a distant dream, attainable only through impeccable behavior and adherence to stringent rules. Number 9. Vatican Secret Archives. In an era where transparency is increasingly demanded from leaders in political, religious, and public spheres, some institutions remain steadfast in their resistance. The Vatican's secret archives, while having opened up some of their vaults to scholars, still maintain a level of secrecy that is both intriguing and puzzling. Spanning an astonishing 52 miles of shelves, the Vatican Secret Archives house archival material dating back decades, including documents from the Papal Rome Prefecture archives. Despite this accessibility to scholars, there remains a section that is strictly off-limits to the public. This section contains the private documents of cardinals from 1922 to the present day, as well as the personal materials of every pope since 1939 and church-sanctioned annulment records. The decision to keep these documents under lock and key, guarded by the iconic Swiss guards, has sparked curiosity and controversy. Scholars and historians have long appealed for the release of these documents, believing that they hold the key to unlocking some of the Vatican's most closely guarded secrets. However, the Vatican has maintained that this information should remain confidential and secure for the foreseeable future. Number 8. Lasco Cave. The Cave of Lascaux, nestled in the Dordogne area of France, stands as a breathtaking testament to prehistoric artistry, dating back over 17,000 years. Discovered in 1940 by local teenagers, the cave's entrance led to a mesmerizing world adorned with around 2,000 painted figures. These paintings, detailed in anatomy and realistic in perspective, are elevated to the pinnacle of discovered prehistoric art. Located in the Vézère Valley, which boasts the highest concentration of Upper Paleolithic sites in Western Europe, the Cave of Lasco is renowned for the scale and quality of its art. The Hall of the Bulls, one of its most famous sections, features 4 colossal black bulls, with one measuring an astounding 17 feet in length, the largest cave art animal ever discovered. What sets these paintings apart is their dynamic portrayal of animals in motion, depicting herds of horses, charging bulls, and the graceful movement of felines, cattle, bison, and even rhinoceros. Interestingly, the Hall of the Bulls lacks representations of reindeer, which were stapled prey during that era, and omits depictions of plants or landscapes. Some researchers speculate that the paintings may serve as an ancient star map, concealing constellations within the lines of the animals. Despite its significance, the Cave of Lasco closed to the public in 1963 due to the detrimental impact of over 1,500 daily visitors on the delicate paintings. Mold and fungus posed ongoing threats to the cave's preservation, leading to its current status as sealed to all but one person at a time, solely for monitoring purposes. This precaution ensures that this extraordinary site remains preserved for future generations to marvel at and study. Number 7. Presidential Palace. The White House in Washington, D.C. stands as an iconic symbol of American architecture, instantly recognizable around the world. Despite its unassuming facade and the immense volume of visitors it receives, over 1.25 million annually, it boasts a formidable security apparatus that ensures the safety of its occupants and visitors. While the White House may appear welcoming, each of the 6,000 daily visitors must undergo extensive background checks, requiring a 21-day notice before their visit. This meticulous screening process is just one of the many hidden security measures in place. A flight restriction zone covers a 15-mile radius around the building, and surface-to-air missile launchers are strategically positioned throughout the city as a precautionary measure against airborne threats. Additionally, a radar system on the roof continuously monitors the surrounding area for any signs of potential danger. The White House's perimeter fence, standing at over 10.5 feet tall, is equipped with sharp barbs covered in pressure sensors and mounted on crash-resistant concrete, making any attempt to breach it nearly impossible. Even if someone were to breach the fence, all windows are completely bulletproof, and certain rooms, such as the Presidential Emergency Operations Center and the Situation Room, serve as nuclear bunkers, ensuring the safety of the president and key officials in the event of a nuclear attack. The security measures in place at the White House are a testament to the importance of protecting the president and the seat of American government. Despite its serene exterior, the White House is armed to the teeth, ready to defend against any potential threat. Number 6. Cheyenne White Mountains. Think about your internet service provider, ISP. Now think about the level of security needed to protect the data flowing in and out of their workplace. It's something we often take for granted, but the reality is far more fascinating and perhaps a bit unsettling than you might imagine. Imagine a data center that's not just secure but buried deep underground in an old nuclear bunker beneath Stockholm. This recently opened facility, designed for use with one of Sweden's largest ISPs, is a testament to modern security measures. To enter the facility, you must pass through entrance doors around 16 inches thick, showcasing the bunker's resilience to security threats. Originally codenamed P-Onen White Mountains during the Cold War era, this bunker was designed to withstand significant security risks. Interestingly, the architects chose to give the bunker a futuristic, almost science fiction-like appearance. While this aesthetic may seem reminiscent of a James Bond villain's lair, it adds to the facility's mystique and security appeal. So, the next time you send an email or browse the web, remember that your data may be traveling through a secure underground bunker, blending modern technology with a touch of intrigue and mystery. Number 5. The Korean DMZ. The Korean Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, running near the 38th parallel north of the Korean Peninsula, stands as a poignant symbol of division, splitting North and South Korea. Established in 1953 under the Korean Armistice Agreement, this 155-mile-long and approximately 2.5-mile-wide zone serves as a buffer area to ease tensions between the two nations. Despite its name, the DMZ has seen its share of incidents, both military and civilian, resulting in casualties on both sides. The Joint Security Area, JSA, nestled near the western end of the DMZ, serves as a meeting point for negotiations between North and South Korea. While originally a venue for Korean solidarity statements, the JSA has experienced a slight decline in tensions over the years. One of the most significant landmarks within the DMZ is the Bridge of No Return, where prisoner exchanges have taken place. Landmines and explosives are deeply entrenched in the DMZ, making it a highly dangerous area. In recent years, efforts have been made to remove some of the landmines and explosives. A removal process initiated in October 2018 lasted 20 days and extended to Arrowhead Hill, uncovering Korean War remains and concluding on November 30th, 2018. Despite its deadly nature and limited human habitation, the Korean DMZ has inadvertently become a haven for biodiversity. This 155-mile-long stretch, with its fortified fences and landmines, is home to over 6,000 species of plants and animals, including more than 100 endangered animal species. The DMZ shelters the red-crowned crane, white-naped crane, critically endangered Korean fox, Asiatic black bear, and potentially rare species like the Siberian tiger, Amur leopard, and western gray whale. Ecologists have identified an impressive 2,900 plant species, 70 mammal types, and over 300 bird species within this narrow buffer zone, emphasizing the DMZ's unexpected role as a haven for biodiversity. Number 4. Diligent defense of the Pentagon. The U.S. Department of Defense headquarters in Arlington County, Virginia, is renowned for its stringent security measures, ensuring the safety and confidentiality of its operations. Anyone entering the building undergoes thorough screening, and inside, photography is strictly prohibited. To maintain security, all deliveries to the site must first pass through a nearby 250,000-square-foot remote facility, which processes an impressive 250 trucks daily. Once a vehicle is cleared to enter the facility, it undergoes a meticulous inspection, including checking the undercarriage with mirrors and utilizing a canine squad to search for explosives. Additionally, drivers must pass through a metal detector before opening any cargo doors, and all materials undergo X-ray scans and product-specific inspections before being transported into the Pentagon. One of the most remarkable features of the Pentagon is the blast-resistant windows along the E and A rings of Wedge 1. Each window is an impressive 1.5 inches thick and weighs a ton. During the tragic events of 9/11, a hijacked plane was flown directly into the Pentagon, and these windows played a crucial role in saving the lives of thousands of people. Number 3, Guantanamo Bay Naval Station. Guantanamo Bay, often associated with controversy and secrecy, is more than just a prison. It's a highly protected U.S. naval base located on the southern tip of Cuba. This base, situated on a disputed piece of land, has a tumultuous history, having housed over 800 individuals designated as enemy combatants. Even in 2018, there were still detainees being held at the prison, highlighting its ongoing use. The high level of security at Guantanamo Bay is not just about preventing escapes. It's also about maintaining control over potential terrorists and ensuring the safety of military personnel and civilians. However, the base's notoriety stems from more than just its role in detaining individuals. It has been criticized for its treatment of detainees, with allegations of torture and human rights abuses. Despite being located outside of U.S. soil, the base's practices have sparked international controversy and condemnation. The U.S. government's presence in Cuba has long been a point of contention, with Cuban governments protesting what they see as an illegal occupation of their territory. This historical context adds to the complex dynamics surrounding Guantanamo Bay and the need for stringent security measures. Number 2. The Greenbrier. Nestled in Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, just a mere 5-hour drive from the nation's capital, the Greenbrier Resort has earned the nickname America's Resort. Since its establishment in 1778, this luxurious retreat has played host to 26 U.S. presidents and European royalty. However, beyond its opulent facade lies a hidden secret known as Project Greek Island. Constructed in the late 1950s by the U.S. government, Project Greek Island was a bunker intended as a haven for Congress in the event of a nuclear conflict. This initiative was born out of the widespread fears of nuclear annihilation during the height of the atomic age. The bunker's existence was known to only a select few individuals, with the majority of Congress remaining unaware unless a crisis demanded its use. Thankfully, the feared nuclear catastrophe never materialized, and many legislators completed their terms oblivious to the bunker beneath their feet. However, visiting presidents and vice presidents were probably aware of its existence given their roles and the bunker's initiation in 1958. The construction of the bunker, which took over 2 years to complete, was shrouded in secrecy. The Superior Supply Company, responsible for the concrete work, was kept uninformed about the project's true nature. To the outside world, the construction was presented as the future site of a new exhibition or conference space. The bunker itself was a formidable structure, fortified with 2 feet of concrete walls and a steel layer, situated 20 feet underground. It was equipped with an advanced air filtration system to block out any radiation. Inside, the bunker housed a special chamber for Senate and House meetings, complete with seats and microphones, as well as an expansive room for joint sessions. Additionally, a television studio was set up for post-disaster communications, and military-style metal bunk beds were assigned to each congressman for accommodation. To maintain secrecy and readiness, government employees were stationed at the resort under the guise of TV technicians, a cover that raised some eyebrows due to their lack of engagement in typical hotel duties. Number 1. The Cheyenne Mountain Complex. The Cheyenne Mountain Complex stands as an impenetrable subterranean fortress in Colorado Springs, Colorado, with a history dating back to the 1950s. Initially conceived as a shield against long-range Soviet bombers, the complex has evolved over the years to become the home of many important U.S. defense units. Its formidable design makes it one of the most secure facilities in the world. Buried under an astonishing 2,000 feet of tough granite, the complex is designed to withstand seismic activity, nuclear explosions, and electromagnetic pulse EMP attacks. EMP weapons are specially designed to disrupt communications equipment and sabotage electrical networks. However, the Cheyenne Mountain Complex is constructed like a giant Faraday cage, using electromagnetism to create a defensive shield against external charges. To construct this secret sanctum, drillers had to excavate an incredible 693,000 tons of granite. Once completed, 2 massive 3.5-foot thick, 20-ton blast doors were installed, capable of withstanding a 30-megaton blast from just over a mile away. For comparison, the most powerful nuclear weapon ever developed by the U.S., the B-41, had a maximum yield of 25 megatons, making these blast doors more than reliable. Today, the complex is completely closed off to the public and serves as a backup training center for the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD. The presence of heavily guarded military personnel makes any attempt to infiltrate this highly secure facility a daunting task. Which of these most protected places on Earth did you find most fascinating and also intriguing? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and do not forget to subscribe.